What's going on, YouTube world? This is your man Larry, the American Brazilian, saying boa noite. Good evening to everyone. Just want to be really brief. I don't know if, this is going live right now, but I just kind of want to pay homage and extend my condolences to the family of Kevin Samuels. As many of you, I'm sure, may have already heard that, we lost an icon for men. Um, not too long ago. He passed away. Apparently, reports suggested it was a cardiac arrest, but of course, it's just, everything is super sketchy. Um, when I first, um, I remember seeing Kevin Samuels and I saw him on O'Shea's podcast. I think he was at about 2,000 subscribers. And he was, into the fashion, the cologne, smell good, everything. And I always thought to myself, man, this is a really neat guy, and very clean cut, well groomed, well mannered, well spoken. He seemed confident, very sure of himself. And I honestly never got arrogance from him. I always got somebody who just seemed like they were sure of themselves. Um, well, anyway, as I began to watch him, he began to go into stores and develop relationships with people. I never met him. I was never on a panel with him, although I have been on a couple of O'Shea's panel, but I was never on a panel with him. And I regret the fact that I never had the opportunity to meet him. But I will say that um, it's sad how a lot of people are rejoicing over this man's death. Like a lot of women are glad that he's gone. And I'm thinking, like, how heartless can you be? This man had family. This man had a child. This man had people who loved him. He had people like us who respected him for what he did, for for what he represented, and for the taboo subjects that he brought to light that many men knew to be true, but didn't necessarily have a platform, let alone wanted to use their voice to say it. And he did it. He did it religiously. He did it unapologetically. He did it with class. He did it with dignity. He did it with tact. And he was very successful at it. And so I think he'll go down in history as somebody who stood up for what they believed in and didn't waver, didn't back down. And man, I can appreciate that. Um, what do I think his death might mean? No one really knows. But I will say that the person that um, inspired me to travel, Charles Tyler, I know when he passed away, I know for just my perception, it appears as though it opened the floodgates of men not only going to Brazil but other places. People just traveled more. Not that they didn't travel, but they began to travel more because unfortunately, it seems as though until somebody has passed, in some cases, their voice is not as loud as it once was. I think, and the same can be said with David Carroll. The same can be said with a few other people who um, was notable. Yusef Latif, who was notable in the streets of YouTube. So I think Kevin Samuels was the voice of men and the men's movement, the men's empowerment for this generation. And, you know, you don't even like to think, who's going to come after him because there'll never be another Kevin Samuels, So I would just definitely say, my condolences to Kevin, to O'Shea, because I'm sure I know they were very close friends to Obsidian, to all of those guys. Dennis Sperling, he helped him find his wife. I think he just put up a post today, picture saying that this man is responsible for helping me find my wife, and so I'm sure that that special place in his heart is really really tender right now, And so, my prayers definitely go out to all of those brothers and all of us, because I mean, we truly lost someone uh, who tackled subjects that most guys didn't want to tackle. They didn't want to deal with the fallout, and he dealt with it, and he did it with integrity. So I'm not going to be long. I'm getting ready to lay down, but I felt like it would be doing a disservice to just not openly say thank you for the suggestions that I got from him. I remember he was wearing these glasses called Dita glasses, Dita. That's when he would go into the shops and everything. And I remember I saw those glasses and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get me a pair. And I ordered me a pair, and I still have those glasses to this day. And so, as corny as that might sound to many people, um, thank you, Kevin Samuels, for just the inspiration that you gave for guys like me, and for people who are angry, for people who are, well, not angry, but people who are happy of this man's untimely demise. Um, wow, that's just, it's sad, it's unfortunate, it's pathetic, and it's everything bad. So I would just say for everybody, live your life, take care of yourself as much as possible, and enjoy life. Um, this is your man Larry, the American Brazilian, saying até breve. É verdade.